Hello, my name is Danielle, and I'm your host on The Caregiver's Daughter. Today I want to talk about something that sounds simple, but might be one of the hardest parts of caregiving, or honestly, just being human. Dropping things at the door. Leaving our stuff, our worries, our chaos, our personal drama, outside before we walk into someone else's world. Now, if you know me, you know this used to be nearly impossible for me. I am by nature a talker, a fill the silence before it swallows me kind of girl. I used to be an oversharer. There, I said it. Not because I needed attention, but because talking felt like connection. If there was empty space, I thought it was my job to pack it full. When I was taking my course to become a personal support specialist, I remember getting a test question wrong, like embarrassingly wrong. The question was something along the lines of, are people more likely to talk if you're quiet and leave empty space? I confidently answered, no, of course not. If you want people to talk, you ask a question, you prompt them, you nudge them. Well, apparently not. If you're quiet, people get a little uncomfortable, and eventually they open up. Who knew? Certainly not me. At that point in my life, I thought silence was something to fix, not something to use. When I began my journey as a caregiver, I was so excited to get to know my clients, and in my eagerness, I did what I'd always done. I talked. I told them everything about my kids, my husband, the projects I was working on, the hobbies I had, the things I was juggling outside of work. I thought I was building relationships. But here's where things shifted. The moment something happened in my life, an unexpected event, a sick kid, a schedule change, or, me just being human who makes mistakes, it all got blamed on my busy life. My clients thought they were an item number on my to-do list. To me, that wasn't true. I wanted to give 100% to everything I was doing. I'm pretty good at scheduling myself. I do try hard not to overwork, but life is life, and it happens. I remember being called into my boss's office, and she said gently, but direct, "You're not here to lay your burdens on your clients." At first, I had no idea what she meant. Burdens? I wasn't complaining. I was chatting. But as she explained, it became painfully obvious. My clients weren't feeling supported. They were feeling sorry for me. They thought they were an inconvenience. And that was on me. In an effort to connect, I was actually overcrowding them with information, turning what should have been their time into a running commentary about my life. I wasn't doing it to be selfish. I just didn't understand yet what caregiving required. Over time, I learned one of the biggest truths about this work. Being a caregiver is an act of giving up yourself, not losing yourself, but setting yourself aside. It's not a give and take relationship. It's a give and give one. And while most days my heart is full, there are days I leave completely drained. That's normal. That's human. But I also learned that I need to find places outside of my clients to refill my well. Because the quiet moments, the ones I used to rush through, those moments are where the magic happens. When we allow silence, clients will share. When we stop filling the space, they step into it. When we listen, really listen, they feel seen. And sometimes the most important thing we can offer isn't advice or a story or a distraction. Sometimes it's just our presence. One thing I love about Ahmed is that we understand that caregivers need support too. We have an amazing office team, people who want to hear about your day, your family, your big news, your frustrations, your proud moments. We love the phone calls. We love the stories. We love being the place where caregivers can let their guard down and say, okay, here's what's really going on. Because home caregiving is unlike any other job. You don't have coworkers sitting beside you all day. You don't have a break room full of people to chat with. You're often working alone, one-on-one, pouring yourself out for someone else. So having a supportive staff matters, and having each other matters. Caregiving is an incredible, unique position to be in, and what they do takes heart. It takes strength. It takes emotional flexibility. It takes the courage to show up even on the days when your own life feels heavy. But with practice, with awareness, we learn to drop our own things at the door. Not forever, not ignoring them, but holding them until we're back in a space where we can be cared for too. And that balance, that rhythm, that dance is what makes caregiving extraordinary. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and for doing the work that you do. I'm Danielle. You've been listening to The Caregiver's Daughter. Until next time, be gentle with yourself.